Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for coming. If you guys are returning, thank you for coming as well. Make sure that everybody likes and subscribe to my channel. That way you can see the updated content that I post. Or you guys can look at the content that I post before. All the videos of the reviews of the different tools, batteries, and so on and so forth. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the battery life on the 18-volt lithium-ion 1.5 Ah Ryobi 1 Plus and the 4 18-volt lithium-ion 1 Plus as well. So you guys have seen, if you're new here, you guys obviously haven't seen, but you guys can go back and watch my other videos about the unboxing, the different types of videos about each tool. There will be some other tool explanations coming up as well. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the battery life. Now, when you unbox a tool, they make sure they give you some juice to try it out, to see what you think, what you like, what you dislike about it, to run it through a few tasks, like you guys will see in previous videos that we did. Those videos, the batteries were right out, and we haven't charged it since. So I hope you guys understand that when you guys get something from a store or the company itself, they give you enough juice to run it for a while. Now, I got a 6 combo kit, including one drill driver, 1 impact driver, saws, circular saw, a reciprocating saw, and a multi-tool, as you saw in the unboxing. So we ran through all of them, basically all of them except the multi-tool, which will be coming up very soon. I just wanted to show you guys the battery life that's still that they still have. They're holding charge. I haven't even showed you guys the charger, but the charger is pretty good. It'll show you all the indicators. Now let's take a look at when we use the regular drills. We use the 1.5 Ah, as you guys can see right here. Now for you guys who haven't looked at the batteries and so on and so forth, we're going to go through that as well. So right here we have the 1.5 Ah Ryobi 1 Plus. You guys can see that it's kind of like the old classic battery that Ryobi had when it was blue and yellow, as you guys may or may not remember, depending on if you guys use this company before or have purchased different tools by them, which were power tools. So we're going to look a little bit at them. You guys have the classic look over here of the previous years. As you can see, they stayed with their same design. So now we're going to take a little look. It's kind of plain on the back. They didn't really put graphics on the back at all. If you guys turn around, it really tells you that it's the Ryobi 1 Plus, as you guys can see here. Although the imprints are really, really small, you guys can, if you look closer, they really come out at you. But let's say that you guys are like, oh my gosh, I don't know which one I have. On top over here, but they do lack it, and I'll show you right here. When the battery is in the tool, you actually have all of this covered, which is the 1 Plus. It tells you that it's an 18-volt Ryobi battery, lithium-ion. But if you guys noticed, it doesn't have the size of the battery, so you guys really have to guess as to the size. I'm guessing that if you get used to it, you know the size of the AH. Now we're going to take a look at the front of the battery. You guys have the battery life indicator right here. You guys have all the things that should be over here. Most importantly, if you guys take a look at it, if you guys go and get another tool or so on and so forth, you want to see that all the all the 1 pluses, as you see here, are gonna be good with the tools that are the 1 plus. I wouldn't mix them with other tools because you don't know if the battery is compatible, not compatible with it, if they fit. Never ever force a battery into a tool because you are going to mess up the contacts. And I'm going to show you what I mean by the contacts. The contacts over here are this one, the other one on this side, the one right here as well. When you guys put that into a tool, you guys don't want to force it because you're going to bend the contacts both on the tool and on the battery. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by bending the contacts in the tool. Right here I'm showing you guys, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm showing you guys the drill driver. But I'm going to turn it around and we're going to look very closely. If I go right in there, you guys are going to see that. You guys see those silver prongs right there? Those are the battery contacts. If I put the battery on here, for instance, I'm just going to put it on top here. I'm actually not going to click it all the way. But maybe I will click it all the way because I want to show you guys what I mean by forcing the tool. You guys saw the contacts and everything, so on and so forth. This is the drill that goes with this battery driver. So this driver, as you can see, it's the 1/4-inch drill driver. As you can see, this is the 1 plus. You guys can see. Now you see the indentation between these two? I'm not forcing it in because I want to show you guys how far it is between the two things. I'm zooming it in right here. See the gap? What I mean is, if the battery was a different battery, you guys would crush the contacts. And what I'm going to show you by that is, see how the tool rocks? See how it went back and forth and it went right in? That means that the compatibility of the battery to the tool is the same because it's the 1 plus. Now if I had another battery and I was looking at this and I really had to rock it, I'm going to go backwards. If I really had to rock it this way and I forced it in, I couldn't take it out, and if I did take it out, I wouldn't be able to use that tool or that battery again because I can show you right here. You guys can see the contacts. If the contacts were bent, they would be pushed in. Now if I take these right here, obviously you can't do it because of the plastic and everything. If I were to push these two in, then I would have a big problem. And also this one in the front and the one on the bottom over here, if they were messed up, you couldn't use this, you couldn't charge it, and it would be completely useless. And also the tool would be useless. You guys couldn't use the tool at all. Even if you wanted to go get a new battery, the battery would be useless because of the contacts in the tool. So I do recommend, very, very important, that you guys use the right batteries and have the right battery life indicator on the tool as well. So now we're going to take a look at some of the things on the battery. Now these batteries, I think they last a long time. Now let's explain a little bit about the battery and the life of the battery. Now, right now we've run it extensively, and in another video prior, we're gonna use it to use the multi-tool. Now, keep in mind, I haven't charged these batteries at all because I want to see the max life that they're gonna have. So we cut with the reciprocating saw, as you guys saw before with the stock blade. I think that was an excellent saw. I also would like to invite you guys to look at the circular saw that we did the other day. That had a stock blade in it as well. I really liked that one. It did a great job. Now, usually with the stock blade, you guys don't know what TPI it is, what the millimeters, how many teeth it has. Well, you can know how many teeth it has because you'll count them. But you won't know it in millimeters. You won't know the material it's made out of because they don't really well, sometimes they label things, sometimes they don't label things, depending on what tool you get. For instance, with the reciprocating saw, you guys didn't have anything on the saw blade. There was no graphics at all, and also it was lacking a lot of graphics as well on the back of the tool because it didn't show you what it had. So now I'm gonna bring into the picture this impact driver. I do really like these. We're gonna test them out very soon on the wood and so on and so forth. We tested out some of them. Now I did want to test them on screwing into wood, driving, and so on and so forth. The different items. Now, as I said before, on these things, I've showed you the lights. They're both on these. Right now, I think that they're awesome. Although they are plastic right here on the chalk, and so on and so forth, I think that they're I think that they're going to operate well. We are going to see and decide for each one of you, and I'm going to give my opinion and my thoughts of what could have been better. But you guys got to keep in mind also, I'm going to talk to you. The more force you use with the batteries, the more it's going to have less of a life. So when you're talking about batteries and the life of the battery and so on and so forth, if you're using a drill, you're using a reciprocator saw, you're using a circular saw, you're using different blades like on a multi-tool or something, I think to keep the battery life, the charging, and the tool at its max capacity, you guys want to use sharp tools. Like if I was really driving in a screw, a deck screw, a regular screw, or so on and so forth, I do think that I would use the high quality, and I would also go with a good screwing in bit, whether it's a Phillips, a flathead, or any other bit. As well as the saw, make sure that the saw blades are sharp. Make sure they're of good quality. I would definitely stay with a good brand to keep the tools operating the way they should be. And I wouldn't go and abuse the tool. Just let it glide into where it needs to be. I've used tools where if you don't glide it, the battery goes, or it depends on what you're going to use it for. If you guys are going to use it as a contractor, obviously it's going to take more abuse. If you guys are a home use, or you use it on your deck, or in your small shop, or in your garage, or so on and so forth, obviously the tools are not going to be more susceptible to repairs or downtime or so on and so forth. I think that this one is more of a small contractor or do-it-yourself at home. Not to say that they're bad tools, but they're on the lower tier. So I hope I gave you guys the ins and outs, a little bit about the battery, the tool, the life, and the so on and so forth. Make sure you guys look at my other videos, like and subscribe. Check out the DeWalt we did. We did the Cobalt. We did the Rigid. We did some other ones. So like and subscribe, and I hope that you guys have a great day.